Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Kansas Jayhawks. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Jayhawks will kick it away first. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Line gets set, first down. Looking for a crease to the left. At the 45, on its way. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And come on now, O-line. You've got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He chucks one out to the right. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
I love the aggressive nature in the play column there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense set for a first down play. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Off play action. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on third down.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
And the Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looking for a block. It's Wade. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing a lot.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The inside handoff. And they're able to make the tackle.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They've already converted a 4th down here in the first quarter, and they'll try it again. They'll try to pick up the first. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. So going for it on 4th down is one thing, quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get the quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option. But not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a 3-point stance and drive off the ball, and it works out.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Auburn.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they only needed to cover 28 yards on the drive. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They're working that left side. Makes the catch and knocked down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part and the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Now on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On second down, he's looking downfield. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He's got his man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
The Jayhawks are rolling down the field. Going up top on first down. Unloads it left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Back to work on second and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. They'll run play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Kansas. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout.
Line gets set, first down. They'll go to the air. Lofts one high and deep. And he's got it at the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
The Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. Snags it. Push down for the tackle.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense set on 1st down. It's a draw. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to him. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Time to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. On 4th down, looking to pass. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They'll ride the hot hand. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. He locked up and held on to bring it down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets rid of it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Offense getting set for 1st down. He wants to throw. Makes his connection. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
To the air on 1st down. Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
That QB is lucky that ball wasn't picked. You just cannot lob the football, especially when you're throwing it down the middle of the field like that.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the 2nd half as Auburn about to kick it off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look at the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Jayhawks headed quickly to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got his man. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Off play action on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this defense has been lights out for the majority of this football game. They did give up a score to this guy, but they know who the big weapon is. They know where the quarterback is going to be looking. So here in the second half, they're going to have a plan for him. They did on that last one.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Okay, the Jayhawks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Right back to it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. The tag. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was
looking deep down the right side. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm a receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field, throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You, keep being aggressive.
So after the first down run, here's second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Jayhawks will hustle to the line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got his man downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7.
And man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5, and now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
Got his man quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
3rd and goal coming up here. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's picked off at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Here's the handoff. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge, and that don't necessarily mean were from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They want to run it left here. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh no. That is an oh no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Okay, ready? Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. They're bringing heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure coming. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Jayhawks! And the comeback is on. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. All over low on your side.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today with major ramifications across the college football landscape. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. And they're up by 25 over Washington. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. And they did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
He'll come out throwing on first down. It's complete. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big kickoff and a first down for this offense.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And how about the quarterback coming up big late in this ballgame? You got to have him. Nothing open, takes off, scrambles, does it himself, and makes the heads-up play to get out of bounds.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead with the run on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Jayhawks want to crank the tempo. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Third and goal from way back there. Quarterback checking off. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Got it! And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's right on target. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. They go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field. Seemingly it will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe
that stuff, but listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.